you grandniece, we don't have that. So what it is basically we have a clan system, which is kinship, which we call eh. And my first clan is my mom's clan. My second clan is my dad's clan, and my maternal and paternal grandfather's clan is my third and fourth clan. So I am Deer Spring people, born for the Red Bottom people. My maternal grandfather is Zuni Edgewater, and then my paternal grandfather is one who walks around. So we have photos, that big photo of an older man that is in the shop. That is my paternal grandfather. And then we also have a picture of my great grandfather that discovered this canyon in the shop also. So how I would introduce myself in my native tongue would be Yat meaning hello, She Tomcita Kaibatoni Inshia, She Bipatoni, Ash Che Bushishin, Haniatni A Chanela Do Tabahan Shache. And that's how I would introduce myself. So in that way, so if I meet somebody in Albuquerque and they say, I'm Deer Spring people, and she introduced herself as Deer Spring people. So I would, if she's she's about the age of my mother, then I would acknowledge her as my mother, even if I never met her and we're not even blood related. I would still acknowledge her as my mother. So my aunt's kids are my siblings. And then on top, and then I would consider, and their kids are my kids. So my sister's kids are my kids. I call them my daughter, my son. That's how I would acknowledge them. So we don't marry. It used to be we don't marry within the first 4 clans, but now they really stress not to marry within your first 2 clans. Why? Because they're your siblings or they're your mom and dad. And that keeps that bloodline pure, and that's the reason why. And then they say that if you do marry within your clan system, it affects you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And that's why they really stress not to marry within your clan system. So this area here, the beginning of the season, we bring in a shaman. What everybody knows a shaman, we call a medicine person. So they do a blessing and to allow for guests to come through. And also if we go out to the Pacific, to the ocean, if we go out to the lake, we also do stone offerings. Our main stone offerings are turquoise, black onyx, abalone shell, and the white abalone shell. So when we go to the Pacific Ocean, like when I go see my daughter, I always do a stone offering. And then that would be with corn pollen. And that just helps us, it just does an offering. And we do that pretty much everywhere we go.
Oh, excellent.
So.
Thanks for sharing.
All right. You guys ready?